kinematics. This is the main topic. Kinematics is the main topic, and in that we are discussing all these things. Yesterday we have discussed about the rest and motion, about the vector quantity, scalar quantity, about distance and displacement. Now we are discussing about the speed and velocity. This is a commonly known thing to every one of us. With what speed you are going. This is a common terminology in our day-to-day life. We use this terminology everywhere. So speed and velocity. And what is the kind of difference we have? In our day-to-day life, generally we handle speed and velocity both as the same quantity. But coming to the language of physics, there is a difference. There is a slight difference between these two. So let us have, what is the difference? Let us see now. Now speed, all of you know about the speed. Speed is nothing but it is the ratio of distance by time. The distance covered by the body in a unit time. That is called speed. The distance traveled by the body in a given time is called speed of the body. So my dear friends, it is a scalar quantity because generally we don't represent it, we don't give the direction for it. So it is a scalar quantity. And the units of the speed are, serious unit is centimeter per second. See, distance is measured in centimeter, time is measured in second. That's the reason why centimeter per second. See, sometimes in some textbooks centimeter into second you can take it to the numerator, you have to write it as power minus 1. And MKS unit is meter per second. This also is known to you. SI unit also is meter per second. And coming to the velocity. Velocity is nothing but, both are almost the same but slight difference. It is nothing but a displacement by time. It is the rate of displacement of a body. So displacement by time is velocity. So velocity, in the case of velocity we have to indicate the direction. Direction is important. So it is a vector quantity because we have to give the magnitude as well as direction. It is a vector quantity. Now the units are the same. Serious unit is centimeter per second, MKS is meter per second, and SI is also meter per second. And coming to, in both the cases, even kilometer per second also, generally we even use kilometer per hour. We generally use even kilometer per hour. Now let us see. Let us see the relation between meter per second and kilometer per hour. What is the relation we have between meter per second and kilometer per hour? 1 kilometer by 1 hour is equal to, see, 1 kilometer, kilo means 1000. 1000 meters are there by, in 1 hour 60 minutes are there. Again in 1 minute 60 seconds are there. So my dear friends, we can cancel these two zeros. 2 5s are, 2 3s are. So 5 by 6 3s are 18 meter per second. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. This is a conversion. It's better we remember this. Better we remember this. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 80 meter per second. We have to use it in many places. Okay, even if we forget, there is nothing to worry. In 1 kilometer, 1000 meters, 1 hour, 60 to 60 seconds. Then and there we can get the answer if we forget it also. So my dear friends, now you understand what is speed, what is velocity. Here the definition, units, all the things, whenever you do any problem, we have to see that either we do the problem in serious unit or we do the problem in MKS unit. Units have to be, we must be conscious about the units. So I think now we will try to do some problems related to this so that we will understand this concept better. This is the application part, problem solving. I request all of you, please try to understand the problem, how we are able to solve the problem. Problem solving is very important in kinematics, a part of mechanics. One of the most important part in physics. Mechanics is one of the most important part in physics. So wherever we use the argument speed, let us say yes. Wherever we use the velocity, let us say v. In short, just to make it short, right?
cyclist is moving on a circular track of radius 100 meters, completes half of the revolution AB in 1 minute.
100 meters, complete half in 1 minute.
1 minute. What is his speed and velocity?
My dear friends, see here the problem was given as a cyclist is moving along a circular track. I request all of you, whenever you read a problem, soon after you read a problem, please try to understand the problem simultaneously. And after understanding the problem, you picturize the problem. Put it on a diagram. A diagrammatical representation is a very important habit to be developed among the students. So the cyclist is moving along a circular track and he is moving from one side to the opposite side, means from point A to point B. That is the opposite side, and the radius is given. The radius of the circle is 100 meter is the radius of the circle, and he has taken a time of 1 minute to move from point A to point B along this track. He is moving along this track. He is taking a time of 1 minute. Now, what is the speed of the cyclist and what is the velocity of the cyclist is a question. Now, speed is equal to, already we know that it is distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time, already we know that. Distance by time. This is already known to us. So, now in this case, what is the distance? See, the complete circumference is 2 pi r. Half of it is pi r. So, pi into r is already given to us. That is 100 meters. So, the value of pi can be taken as 3.14 or even 22 by 7. Anything we can take generally. Okay, now we got that speed. Now the speed is given by distance by time. Already we know the speed is distance is pi into r by time. Now time factor is 1 minute. See, 1 minute I can convert it as 60 seconds also, right? So now I am writing as 60 seconds. So my dear friends, I can cancel 0 and 0. 2 5s are 2 3s are. So 5 pi by 3 meter per second. 5 pi by 3 meter per second. This is the speed. This is the speed of the cyclist. 5 pi by 3 meter per second. We should not simply write the magnitude. You have to definitely give the unit. Unit is very important, my dear friends. Without pi, you have to write the units. So now let us see what is the velocity. Velocity is nothing but the displacement by time. So velocity is nothing but the displacement by time. Now in this case velocity, my dear friends, velocity is nothing but displacement by time. See, displacement by time already we have seen it. I am not. Now displacement is the shortest distance between A and B. So shortest distance means r plus r, that is the diameter. That means 100 plus 100, that is 200. 200 meters by time is 60 seconds. 0 0 gets cancelled, 2 10s are, 2 3s are. So 10 by 3 meter per second. So my dear friend, now we got velocity as equal to 10 by 3 meter per second. Now he is asking you the ratio.
Ratio of speed.
Ratio of speed and velocity. Now the ratio of speed and velocity is equal to how much? That's the question which is being asked. Now the ratio is speed is this and velocity is that both are meter per second and meter per second. Both get cancelled, unit get cancelled, denominator get cancelled, 5 1s, 5 2s. So that's nothing but equal to pi is to 2. When you are writing the ratios, there is no unit because unit also got cancelled. Right? I think now you understood. So my dear friends, speed is different, velocity is different, and now you understand how to find out the ratio. So in this particular problem, the first step you have to follow is you have to understand the problem. Second step, you have to picturize the problem and write the given quantities in the picture. Third, you have to go for the what is the kind of formula that should be used, and you have to see whether you are doing a problem in MKS unit or CDS unit. If you are doing the MKS unit, completely do the complete problem in MKS system. If you want to do in CDS system, do complete problem in CDS system. But we shouldn't do one in one unit and another one in the other unit. This is very important thing. This is a very important habit a student should form. Alright, next one. Okay, is it finished? Is this problem finished? Okay. Now let us see another application. Now we are seeing. Now we know what is distance and what is velocity. What is speed? What is displacement? We came to know the different terminology. Now we are trying to apply the formula and trying to solve the problems. Please, my dear friends, please try to enjoy the problems. Now in this particular case, now you understood how to do. You can try the problem along with me. Right.
Convert 15 meter per second into kilometer per hour.
So 15 meter per second into dash kilometer per hour. This is the question. 15 meter per second is equal to dash kilometer per hour is the question. Already we have seen, just now we have seen 1 kilometer per hour is equal to, just now we have seen 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Just now we have already seen this. We already got this relation. So now, my dear friends, see here. So 15 into, see in the place of meter per second, okay, let us give one more. See here, 1 meter per second is also equal to, see, 15 by 8, 5 by 18 meter per second, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second, or 1 meter per second is also equal to 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. Please don't remember both. Don't remember both, you get confused. Remember only one, so that the rest you can get it. So now from this 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. So 15 is nothing but 15 into 1. So 1 meter per second, in the place of 1 meter per second you can write as 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So now this is equal to 15 into 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Just I have written in the place of 1 meter per second, I have written 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. 5 ones are 5 threes. So 18 threes are 54. So 54 kilometers per hour. This is the relation. This is the conversion between meter per second to kilometer per hour. You must be in a position to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. These two conversions very important and very easy also. I request all of you, please try to practice. Please try to understand and practice. Don't by heart it. Please try to understand and practice. Okay, madam? Next.
The velocity of a bicycle, an athlete and a car.
Okay. In this case, 3 people are there. One fellow is going by bicycle, means cycle. Bicycle, by means 2 wheels are there. That's why it's called bicycle. And the other fellow is an athlete, a good athlete, is a good runner. The other person is driving a car. Now 3 objects are going, right, madam?
Velocities are 18 km per hour.
In this case, 18 kilometers per hour. Okay.
7 meter per second.
7 meters per second. Athlete is going with a speed of 7 meters per second.
And 2 km per minute.
And 2 kilometers per minute. Per minute. So the car is going with a speed of 2 kilometers per minute. Now who is the fastest?
Fastest.
Right. Now bicycle, athlete and a car, both 3 of them are going with these 3 velocities. Let us see who is the first, fastest. Now let us convert. We see here it is kilometer per hour, here it is meter per second, here it is kilometer per minute. Now let us take all the quantities into the same units. Now V1, velocity of the bicycle, let us convert into kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So 5 by 18 meter per second. Now 18 gets cancelled, 5 meter per second. So the bicycle is going with a speed of 5 meter per second. We got it. Second is the athlete is going with a speed of 7 meter per second. So we need not convert because already it is 7 meter per second. We need not do anything there. Now the next one is the car is going with a speed of 2 kilometers per minute. Kilo means 1000 meters. and 3 3 is 9. So that's equal to 33.3 meter per second. Now we got all the three values in same units. So the bicycle is going with the speed of 5 meter per second, athlete is going with the speed of 7 meter per second, and the car is going with the speed of 33.3 meter per second. So the fastest one is a car with 33.3 and the slowest one is a cycle with 5 meter per second. I think whenever a problem is asked to compare, first you have to convert all the units, all the quantities into the same unit. The unit must be same. Then you can understand. Okay, madam, finished? So thank you. I think finished. Still we have. Okay. Let us see the next problem.
A particle is moving with a uniform velocity.
Okay.
Does it necessarily mean that it is moving along a straight line?
Okay. So particle is going with a uniform velocity. See, the velocity is constant. Velocity is constant. Does it mean that it's going in a straight line? Yes. If it does not, because if it is not going in a straight line, the direction is changing. Means the velocity is changing. So the magnitude and direction both are same. Then only it is called uniform velocity. So definitely the particle have to go in a straight line to have a uniform velocity. Okay, next madam.
A quantity to be measured is minus 30 meter per second. Is it
So
speed or
velocity is minus 30 meter per second.
is it speed or velocity?
Okay, this is definitely velocity because minus is given here. See, generally what we do is north, south, east, west, and let us take this as the starting point. If you are going in this direction, we will take it as positive. If you are going in this direction, we will take it as negative. If you are going in the north, we will take it positive. If you are going in this direction, we will take it negative. So my dear friends, minus is there means definitely it is giving the direction. So definitely in that case, there is no chance to this quantity cannot be speed because in speed we don't talk about the direction. So the symbol is given as negative means definitely it is a velocity. So my dear friends, I think now we understood. Next.
Two buses depart from Delhi, one going towards Mumbai and the other towards Kolkata.
Okay.
Each bus is traveling at a speed of 30 meter per second. Do they have equal velocities?
Yes, one is going to Mumbai and one is going to Kolkata. So definitely the directions are different. Though their magnitude of the velocity is the same, their directions are different. So we cannot say that both are going with the same velocities because of the difference in their direction. It's very important. Velocity is uniform and velocity is constant only when the magnitude and direction both are same. Okay.
Complete.
Okay, thank you. I think now we have seen some of the applications of speed and velocity. Please try to understand. Please try to by heart it. Thank you. Thank you.